this week's edition of the Pastor's Book Club, where we're studying the featured book of Exodus chapter 28. Bow with me. Thank you, dear God, for this precious time of sharing. Be glorified as our prayer for Christ's sake. Amen. Well, chapter 28 concerns itself with the priesthood and the garments in particular. Well, there are three key words they want to focus on in just the first 4 verses that actually speak to the whole of the chapter. The first key word is the word designation, or the who of the chapter. Well, verse 1 says to Moses, "Call your brother Aaron and his sons, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar." So Aaron and his sons are the focus of this chapter. The second key word is the word obligation or assignment, or the what of the chapter. What in particular does this chapter concern about Aaron and his sons? Well, in verse 1, B part of the verse, it says, "Set them apart from the rest of the people of Israel," all right, "so that they may minister to me and be my priests." Oh yeah. So what is happening here? He says you have an assignment, and that assignment is to minister to the Lord as priest. Your assignment is to perform a duty. And that phrase, "ministers to me as priest," is mentioned some 3 times in 4 verses. So the obligation is to minister to the Lord on behalf of the people. Then the final word is the word presentation, or the how. And we see this in verse 2 as it relates to how they will present themselves before the Lord. It says, "Make sacred garments for Aaron." Now hear this, "that are glorious and beautiful." All right. He says, now we want some garments that will reflect what it is that these brothers are doing. All right. We want some garments that will distinguish priests from people. And they are to be glorious, and they are to be beautiful. God is concerned about presentation. He don't want to come to him any kind of way, but glory and beauty. And what's awesome about this is that he has so equipped individuals who will be able to fulfill that task. Verse 3 says, "Instruct all the skilled craftsmen whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom. Have them make garments for Aaron that will distinguish him as a priest set apart for my service." All right. So, guys, I got this whole thing all figured out, and I have people in position who can carry out the task that needs to be done. So here it is. This presentation is to be sacred. It's to be you to be set apart. You know, it's to be full of glory and beauty. And what in particular are these garments that he's referring to? Well, verse 4 says, "These are the garments that you shall make: a chest piece, or a breastplate, an ephod, a robe, a patterned tunic, a turban, and a sash." All right. And here it is. He says, "And they are to make these sacred garments for your brother Aaron, his sons, to wear them when they serve me as priests." God cares how we come before him, and may all that we do be full of glory and beauty as we serve the Lord in the spirit of truth. These moments from the minister have come and gone, and I shall do likewise.